Hello and welcome to December 22nd, 2016. And I woke up this morning singing, "It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas." And I thought about Christmas and holidays with my family, and because I'm traveling today to go visit them, I thought about a really common problem that I used to have, and I know a lot of my clients have when they first start working with me. And that is, when you go to your house, how many times do you tell yourself before you go to a holiday event or a party or a family get together that you're not going to eat anything, you're not going to snack, you're going to be good? And as soon as you walk in, you see some of your family members and you guys huddle around the kitchen table and you all start eating snacks, talking like this. Do you ever do that? I remember my sisters and I would do that. And so I want to talk about why that is, and then we'll do a little technique to stop that, okay? So you may have heard me talk about my ball of light technique. My ball of light technique is specifically for food cravings, but there's a couple different ways that you can work with it, okay? So one is for specific foods that you crave. So if it's chocolate, pizza, ice cream, whatever, pasta, whatever your, trigger foods are, or whatever that food is that you can't keep in the house, you can do the ball of light technique for that. And you can also do it for cravings when you're at parties, and there's just a little bit of a different application. And so what the ball of light technique does is it allows us to take the emotions out of the food and bring it into our bodies, our hearts, is what I always say. And then we share that feeling with the person or the people that we shared this food with, the memory of sharing this food with. So, for most people, the reason that you have food cravings isn't because you just like food, or it isn't because, you have bad willpower. It's because you used to eat this food during a really positive time or around people that you really love. And so what happens is your emotions literally get locked in the food. So, I find this happens more for more emotionally wired people. If you were to break people up into two categories, there's like emotional people and then there's logical people. Logical people will use their logic to tell themselves something or to coach themselves, and more emotional people will feel their emotions and they'll kind of let their emotions be their guide. And there's no right or wrong here at all. It's just, I noticed that people that are more emotional, especially women, will have this a lot more commonly than people that are a little bit more logical, or that just use their brain and maybe they're not in their bodies so much. So what ends up happening is, because you're more emotional, you feel a lot and you really empathize with people. And while you're eating the food, you're feeling all these really good feelings of sharing this food with the people that you love. And then what happens is, every time you eat that food, your subconscious mind is flooded with these same amazing memories and these same amazing feelings that you felt way back then. And so that's why when you go to a party, even if you've decided beforehand that you're not going to eat any of the food, you'll end up eating it because of this anchor to these positive memories. All right, so let's do a quick technique to take these emotions out of the food. And if you haven't seen it yet, I want you to grab my holiday guide. It's a really great guide. There's no opt-in or anything. It's just a blog post where I've added all of my best techniques to help you get through the holidays on that page. I think there's like 7 or 8 different techniques, and some of them are like some of my best techniques. So I highly, highly encourage you, if you can set aside like a couple hours and go through that material before you start your holiday vacation, you will have a very, very different holiday season. So I'll put the link for that right below this video in the comment section. All right, so what I want you to do is, I want you to think about think about the holiday party that you're going to go to, or the family get together, and think about all the people that are going to be there. And I bet they're the same people that are from your childhood. And I want you to think about the foods that will be there and the foods that really trigger you. You can also use this for alcohol. If you don't want to drink, if you don't want to binge drink this holiday season, you can also do it for that. So just think about the foods that are there, the trigger foods, and pick just one. This works best with just one. And if it's chocolate or cookies or whatever, So look down, and I want you to really put yourself there at the party around all these people that you really, really love. And imagine that food is right there and it's on the table and it's calling your name. And I want you to really feel that love and that attraction to this food. And you'll probably even feel your body being like drawn to wanting to eat this food, okay? And what I want you to do is imagine, you can either close your eyes or open your eyes, but imagine scooping up those feelings out of the food and bringing them into your heart, okay? Sometimes I have to do it a couple times to really like feel like I got all of them. But as you look at this food, the food is gonna be like calling to you. So there's gonna be already good feelings that you can sense in that food. So just scoop down, grab those up out of the food and bring them into your heart. All right, now start tapping through the points. And what I want you to do is I want you to look around at the people that are there, and I want you to decide who you want to pass this feeling to, okay? So you might have a couple of your favorite people that you want to pass this to, or you might, usually when you're at parties, there's several people that you want to pass this feeling to. So just decide who those people are. You don't have to pass it to everybody at the party, but just, two or three people would be really good, okay? So just keep tapping through the points, and I want you to taste this food in your mind and feel all these really good, yummy feelings as you pass this ball of light from your heart to the first person's heart. And then see as their eyes widen and they're so happy to share this feeling with you, and they receive it into their heart, and then they pass it back to you, into your heart, okay? And then now look at the next person that you want to send this ball of light to and send it from your heart to their heart. And see how excited they are and how happy they are to get this feeling from you, and then have them pass it back to your heart. And then go to the next person. Pass it from your heart to their heart, and from their heart back to your heart. And then go to the first person again and pass it from your heart to their heart, and their heart back to your heart. Okay? And just keep doing this back and forth. Back and forth. Okay, and what I want you to do while you're passing this ball of light, you can go fast or as slow as you want, but I want you to keep tasting the food in your mind and feeling all these good feelings, because what you're doing is you're sharing these good feelings with that person, okay? So just keep feeling this ball of light and keep passing this ball of light back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Back and forth. And if you want to do it just with one person at first and then move on to the next person, that's totally cool too. But what you'll do as you're passing this ball of light back and forth is you're telling your subconscious mind that the good feelings aren't in the food, they're with this person. Okay? And I want you to rate your desire for the food on a scale from 0 to 10 when you start this, and in the end as well, okay? And there's a lot of other great resources on how to end this tapping session, so if you still have a desire for the food, I want you to go to the holiday guide and watch some of those videos, because it's a lot more comprehensive, and I take a lot more time than I have right now. So anyway, I just wanted to share that tip with you. I am super excited to go home to see my family today. I hope you guys are all having a lovely holiday break, and I will send you another video real soon. Okay,